there, I'm Steve, and welcome to Jamsinentertainment. Today on Throwback Thursday, we're looking at the latest installment of Tremors Shrieker Islnd. I kind of mentioned, or more or less alluded to, in my review of Cold Day in Hell, these movies are losing their traction. To my knowledge, there aren't going to be any more Tremor movies, but it'd be nice if they stopped. I mean, this one had some good moments in it, but again, it's just the big thing in this movie is that these graboids are test tube graboids. They've been genetically altered so they can be bigger and just, yeah, you have a bunch of shriekers you need to take care of, and they're different slightly. Now they can actually, like, not paralyze you, but they can immobilize you by shrieking so loud that it hurts you. I know it's kind of 6-7 movies in and I'm starting to say this, but Bert can't be the savior every single time. And Bert Gummer again is the savior. And this time he's literally gone off the map to this tiny little island and he's just been living there, and then they still find him somehow and drag him back in to take care of the graboids and the shriekers. It's better than Cold Day in Hell, but it's another Tremors movie. I think if you've never seen a Tremors movie, you can watch this without having to know the history, and you would find enjoyment in it. But between watching them back to back to back and just, well, seeing them all, the excitement isn't really there for me because I've seen them back to back to back, and it's just the formula only worked for like the first 4 of them, really. The reason why they've been genetically altered is, well, you have this crazy person named Bill who runs a exotic animal hunting business, and he has his own island, and these tech guys one of them is a tech guy that's hunting these things, but he hosts these exotic hunting programs, and he charges the super rich for them. And I mean, at least they're coming up with new ideas to spin, like why are there still graboids and stuff like that, but I don't know. I thought they were reaching pretty far when they did Cold Day in Hell. This one's a little more like, okay, you can continue with this. You can continue it through genetics. As much as I love this series, and it's a guilty pleasure for me, I really say it's got to end. Those are my thoughts on Shrieker Islnd. I know not much of a review, but I mean, after you've seen the same movie 7 times, more or less, there's not much to talk about. On my other social media platforms, podcast is up. Unfortunately, Ed and I are still trying to schedule a time that we can meet up and have the podcast on Dune, but I am having other podcasts in the meantime, such as the virtual reality one Austin and I just did, and we're going to be filming one on Star Wars and Star Trek. We're just going to have a general conversation. We'll see where it goes, what we love about it, what we don't like about it, what we'd like to see, where things are going. It should be a really good conversation. Walt and Sam have talked about getting back on the podcast, but not sure we're going to talk about quite yet, but I'll let you know. On Twitch, I'm playing Dark Forces. If you've been watching, you notice I'm having trouble with the game. I find it rather embarrassing, but maybe you find it enjoyable watching someone bumble their way through a video game. In the video game world news, it was recently announced that Cyberpunk 2077 has been pushed back to December 10th now. The plus side of this is I'm going to get to play more Star Wars Dark Forces series. If you like what you saw, like it. If you think other people will like it, share it. If you really liked it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and live your imagination.